Hello everyone, welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy 15. Here we are in the DLC for episode Gladiolus. The way you access this DLC is not through any in-game menu or prompt. Like, you can't go to the Stalem and find a question mark that'll take you here. You have to actually leave the game and go to the golden downloadable content section where you'll find all the expansions and stuff. So here we are. Stick with normal. Alright. After suffering a humbling defeat at the hands of Ravis, Gladiolus embarks on a journey of self-discovery. His destination, the Tempering Grounds, where he seeks to undertake a trial of body and mind that was hereafter but a sole survivor. Oh, cool. So basically we're going to a place where people train, and it's so deadly, only one other person survived. So that's fun. Let me just... Whenever I take a drink out of a bottle of soda, water, tea, it's annoying because part of it always gets stuck. You know, the top part when it's almost empty. It's so annoying. Glad they didn't spoil anything else. That's helpful. It's been a long time since I've done this DLC. Like, I've only done it once, and that was when it came out. And I did do a video on that. I don't think I ever did a video for Prompto and Iggy, though.
I'm stuffed. My compliments to the chef.
My pleasure. Did you enjoy your time with the Marshal?
Mm-hmm.
What's that thing on your face?
This?
Yeah, X marks the spot.
That's just a scratch. The other guy got off a lot worse.
Worse than looking like some kind of thug?
Speaking of which, who was this other guy?
They call him the Blade Master.
So in my headcanon, we're going to do this because he actually operates different than Noct. In my headcanon, this is what happened during the camp when we were making that thing. Alright, striking and blocking as Gladiolus differs from attacking and defending as Noctis, while other general actions such as moving and using items remain the same. Okay? Circle to strike, press circle to strike with the great sword. Alright. Forward combo, gotcha. Nice. Wonder where we're at. Let's see, is that square? Zoom in. Yep, press square to block incoming attacks. Block just before an enemy attacks the top of the enemy, creating an enemy for opening for a counter strike. I could also hold it to focus and block attacks, but Gladiolus will be vulnerable if he loses his focus. Okay. Nope. Block 5 enemy attacks. Gotcha. How about... I'm trying to target. There we go. R1. That's right. Come on, buddy. My MP gauge is my block gauge. Gotcha. Glaive Arts. Gladiolus' valor is high but strong enough to perform one of his glaive arts. Gladiolus has several arts in his repertoire. The higher his valor, the stronger the arts can be performed. Okay, I see. So basically, it's sort of a leveling up thing. The more I use it, the greater the attack becomes, and the more damage I can do. Cool. Increases the Gladius' rage. Starts to do more damage as his rate builds. Okay. I'm assuming that's the yellow bar. I can hold down to attack. Good to know. I like playing as Gladiolus. It's fun. Sit.
Gladio? Yeah, who do you think it is? Catch you at a bad time. Are you here yet? Yeah, I'm at the crow's nest. Good. Thanks for agreeing to meet with me. Sure. So, are you ready to move out? Of course. What about you? Are you mentally prepared? Of course. We'll be right over.
Alright. Long ago, the traitorous Ifrit waged war against the rest of the... Fine, I was going to read that, but never mind.
About time.
What'll it be?
Just the water's fine. Thanks.
Allow me to ask you once more. Are you sure you're ready to take on the Blade Master?
I went up against the High Commander and got my ass handed to me. I didn't stand a chance. And I never will unless I get more power.
Then answer my question. Are you ready or not?
You think I would have called you here if I weren't?
So you're ready to face death. Gilgamesh awaits challengers in the deepest recesses of those ruins. It's been 30 years since we uncovered the caves. We've sent countless expeditions, but all of our efforts have afforded us no rewards. And no survivors.
Except for you. You undertook the trial, and you made it back alive.
Barely. Let's move. Did you
That's
tell
right,
your
we're taking
friends
on
why you were
Gilgamesh.
Taking off?
Just said it was business. Didn't want him getting all worried about me.
Can I see the map? Oh, I can't. I can't see the big map, can I? Well, I can. Is this actually where it's at? If so, I'm gonna actually try and see if I can pop by here. Alright.
Well, knowing your pride took a
I
beating.
doubt this... Well, it might be. Take a look at the map again. Actually, this might be it. Holy hell. Taking a screenshot, just don't know exactly where it's at. Let's see here. Okay. I never actually went looking for this place. I assumed it was just somewhere off the map. If I actually can visit here, that'd be kind of cool, you know, as Noct. But in the original version of the game, the base game, there was no Gilgamesh, which kind of sucks, considering
No turning back.
Gilgamesh is a big character in the Final Fantasy lore. Oof. He is a bit different in this game, though, so should be interesting.
They're alive.
Nothing wrong.
Let's do this! Bam! Do I have access to my items, or... No, I don't.
Who are you?
That makes sense, I guess.
following our leader in death as in life.
Soul.
For thy souls remain, clinging to the vestiges of our past.
Why?
To test those determined to become the king's shield, and prepare them to inherit the power they pursue.
Alright. Let's do this!
The Blade Master's men have sworn their loyalty both before and beyond the grave.
Come on.
Not being worthy.
Tempest!
It's all yours, Marshal!
Come on, keep it going. Yeah, I saw that. Sorry about that. Let's go. I caught it pretty quickly though. Bam. Now what is kind of cool is in the game they added 3 new abilities to the Ascension grid, which are the ability to change or to take control of the other characters. If you play as them, you actually get this control. Like, if I were to play as Gladio during the main game, I would have glaive arts like this. I would have that UI and everything, which is really cool. So this isn't just a sort of one-off mechanic or gimmick. You can literally play through the game, well, most of the game, with Gladiolus or Iggy or
Only way to go is down.
Prompto. Alright. Hi, big boy.
He ain't going down without a fight.
Runsmoke. Runsoma. Interesting name. Another blind strike. I think he's stuck.
Just like I taught you. Ready? Where did it go?
Love that attack.
It's over.
There we go. Not too bad.
You come to prove yourself worthy of my mantle?
I do. I am here to undertake the trial of Gilgamesh.
And what is it you hope to glean?
Power. And you're gonna give it to me.
Is that so?
Ready or not.
Oh boy. Gilgamesh. I wasn't ready for this. I'm gonna go into a little more detail about Gilgamesh in a bit. Both his real-world counterpart and the Final Fantasy counterpart. Ow. Can I use items? Oh, frick. Okay. That's not good. That is not good.
Brute force alone does little to impress. Only he who possesses both muscle and metal of equal caliber deserves the honor of fighting beside the chosen king as his sworn shield.
You saying I don't?
A great evil threatens the people of your world. It is but the King of Kings and his shield who can safeguard their lives. All those unworthy or unwilling to rise to the task meet their end here, by my blade.
I ain't meeting mine anytime soon. This trial hasn't even begun.
If you do not fear death, then go forth with reckless abandon, and prove your worth.
You...
Love his design.
In that case, let the trials begin.
Alright, so Gilgamesh was an actual
He's a
person.
master of blades. What? Were you expecting something profound?
Yeah. Alright, so Gilgamesh potentially was a real person. We don't really know. The reason why I say this is because the only real reference that I could think of, on top of my head at least, is in the Epic of Gilgamesh, which is one of the oldest known stories that has been recorded. It tells of Gilgamesh, who was a tyrant king. He ruled over his people with an iron fist. And one day he met Enkidu, a wild man from the forests. And try as he might, Gilgamesh can never beat Enkidu. And their continual fights over and over and over again started to sort of humble Gilgamesh over time. One day, the great bull of the sky, of the heavens, I think it's referred to as, came down and just wreaked havoc all over Gilgamesh's lands. And during the battle, Gilgamesh and Enkidu worked together to fight the beast. During it, Enkidu suffers a mortal blow and dies. And during this moment, Gilgamesh is just broken because he realizes that over their entire fights, Enkidu became more of his friend than a foe. And that made him into one of the greatest kings of his time, in honor of Enkidu. If I'm remembering correctly, as always, I could be wrong. I could be messing up the details. I always recommend to go out and check yourself, read the story. It's pretty interesting. Ooh, hello. And as I said, it is one of the oldest stories that we know. I believe he was a Sumerian king. So either he was a real man, or a real king, or it's just a legend akin to King Arthur. Alright, let's go. Now, in Final Fantasy, Gilgamesh has appeared in, I believe, every Final Fantasy in one way, shape, or form. Excuse me. In the originals, he was a hidden super boss that you could just randomly come across. Generally, when you beat him in any of the games, you get a powerful weapon, a sword of some sorts. Later on, he became kind of a comedic character, but still powerful.
While I can. Time to take a load off.
Cup noodle. Yes. How do I say this again? It's a very fascinating story. Gladio is not that low level.
The Blade Master isn't here to train you. He's here to test you. He won't go easy on you just because you joined the Crown's Guard.
So, no mercy for newbies like me. So what? The weak aren't worthy of serving as shield?
In his eyes, the weak aren't worthy of living. All of them are fools, punished for aspiring beyond their station. I was a fool back then, too. And I was punished.
but you weren't killed. Maybe you weren't worthy of serving a shield, but he must have seen you as worthy of living.
Maybe he did, maybe he didn't. That was much more than a soup.
Pick up. In Final Fantasy,
Keep your eyes and ears open.
Done and done.
Gilgamesh became a collector of weaponry. You can find him in, like I said, pretty much any Final Fantasy game with powerful weapons. Generally, like the case with Final Fantasy VIII and Final Fantasy XII, Gilgamesh had weapons that belonged to other characters from previous games. Like in 12, he had Cloud's Buster Sword, Odin's Zantetsuken from from 8, Squall's Gunblade, the Orichalcum Dagger from 9. What else do we have? Sephiroth's Masamune. As well as the Worm Hero's Sword, which I believe was something else. Was from another Final Fantasy. And the Tunsol, which was the greatest two-handed sword in the game. Arguably. Alright, so we need to go this way. So we're going this way first. Alright. Excuse me, jeez. In 18, or 8, not 18, we haven't got that far yet. In 8, he had the Masamune, Excalibur, and Excalibur.
You may have the strength to defeat the darkness,
Thank you.
but do you have the spirit to survive these trials?
One of the running jokes in Final Fantasy is that Gilgamesh is always looking for the Excalibur and always gets fooled by a copy. It's kind of hilarious. Like in 9, you can speedrun the game and get the Excalibur 2 for Steiner. Or if you take too long, you'll get the Excalibur, which Gilgamesh left behind. He's a really fascinating character just in general. And according to fan theories, the Gilgamesh we come across in every Final Fantasy is the same Gilgamesh, with some exceptions. You know, now that I think about it, I don't think Gilgamesh was in 10. Was he? I was thinking that he was, but I'm mixing him up with Yojimbo, who's another recurring Final Fantasy character. Not nearly as prolific as Gilgamesh, though. There we go. So we can beat this DLC in one go. I've done it before. And that's what we're aiming for. I think the DLC in total is about an hour and a half long. So it shouldn't take too long. And having a clear save file of the DLC on your game, or on your console, will give you a few things in the main game.
What's this?
A trial chamber. The hand-holding stops here. Good luck.
Alright, trial chamber, obviously. It's a trial.
Young warrior, for the trials that await.
So naturally we gotta beat him.
And our power shall be yours.
Let's go! The Gaul. That name sounds familiar. Keep it going. Miguel. Why do I know that name? Got bugging the hell out of me now. Gladio tries to block a guard blocking foe's attack. His shield will shatter. Oh. I'm assuming that's the case. The red one. Red attacks. Gotcha. Keep it going. Red shatter. Ow. Rude. You can just stop now. Nope. That was actually a pretty cool swipe. Alright, what do we get from this?
Our power goes with you now, young warrior.
So my assumption of this is while Noct gets the power of the fallen kings, we are getting the power of fallen soldier or warriors that the Blade Master or that Gilgamesh accepted, and it makes us more powerful. It's completed the first of the soul's trials. It can now perform blocks capable of withstanding the mightiest of blows, even those dealt by the Blade Master himself.
Stand tall, for the shield of the king must kneel in subjugation before no man.
Fair, fair.
Thanks for the advice, and for the pick-me-up.
Well, you made it out alive. Your first trial may have ended, but many more await you on your road to an audience with the Blade Master. Prepare yourself.
Yep, and we're gonna rest.
Better rest here while I can. Time to take a load off.
We're gonna rest at every possible opportunity. I love that every time you just cup noodle.
My father never undertook the trial of Gilgamesh, did he?
No. You want to know why?
I do. I mean, it can't be because he was scared, right?
Not of the trial. He was scared of failing as leader of the Crown's Guard, and as Shield of the King. He couldn't leave His Majesty alone, weakened by the wall as he was. After all, what good is a shield with no one to protect? What about you? Worried about leaving your Majesty alone?
A little. But I'm gonna do what's right for me, like my father did what was right for him.
Fair enough, point.
Let's go.
Let's continue. Anything down here? Aha! I think we also increased our HP with that. Onwards and upwards. I do have stuff with gear. Can actually equip? No, I can't equip anything. But the only thing I can do is change my appearance. Nah. He really knows how to swing that sword.
How long has it been since you undertook the trial? 30 years or so?
Give or take. I was a lot younger than you are, and far less experienced. It's a wonder I even made it out alive.
That's a wyvern up there.
Does this place look familiar to you?
Vaguely. The younger me had little mind for taking in the sights.
Fair enough point. Can't really break this, can I? Nope. Alright, let's keep climbing, I guess. Alright, this way. Put crumbling columns from the ground and swing them to pole. Okay. I believe there's a trophy associated to pulling every single one of these out of the ground. I haven't gotten it yet, so I'm gonna try. Try and pull it out. Bam! Jesus! That's brutal. I love it. Alright, let's do another one. Fuck! You want some too? Come on! Bring it! Bring it! Come on! Get back here, you piece of garbage. Oh. Excuse me. I actually blocked that. That's cool. Pull this out. Or pick this up, I should say. That drops that. Pull this up too. Drop. Pull this up. Drop. Just breaking the architecture. Alright, what's that? Potion? Nice, nice. Nothing down there. Alright, I didn't miss any columns, did I? No. Okay. Ooh, that was weird. So bear in mind, I think that's the case with the trophy. I'm not 100% on that. Oh, I can't go first person with Gladio? Aw. That's disappointment.
Another trial chamber.
And another chance for the warriors to impart their wisdom. It won't come easy, though. You'll have to earn it.
Alright, next one. I like they're all sealed with swords, too. Nice little touch. Alright, what we got? Oh, great, a flaming griffin. Alright, big boy.
Since our last visitor, far more than I can count.
Let us see how our latest challenge
Wait.
will fare.
Is that named Enkidu? I think it is. I think we found the wild man. Roll past. Sprint. That hurt. Zoom looks like the name. It is Enkidu. Awesome. Gladio. So this is the wild man that Gilgamesh couldn't beat. I'm assuming each of the bosses we fight have some sort of reference to the mythology. Which might explain why I recognize the last one's name. I just can't place where. Ow. Get up. Slash. Oh boy. Heal. Whew. Any more pillars? Yes. Aha! Get down! That was really cool. I like that. Go for a ride. And Guido hits hard, so I'm gonna make sure I stay on top of my health. Nope. Another ride. It's like I play Monster Hunter all of a sudden. Which is how I play it, usually on the back of a monster. Nope. Come on, buddy. Come on. There we go. I like that one. That's a pretty cool boss. Yeah, I think I got all the columns on there.
Venture forth, young warrior, bearing our hopes and dreams.
Alrighty. What oomph did we get from that? You can outperform the Maelstrom glaive art when his valor is high. Alright, cool.
For the shield of the king must safeguard our future.
Let's test it out, because it seems like it's the place to do it. Good luck. I was gonna wait until the freaking. Here we go. Nice. I was going to a camp to heal up, but you know, it's been annoying. So Gladio's glaive arts are pretty much his limit breaks. Oh, I got a trophy. I'm assuming that's for doing multiple link strikes with core. Don't see any columns in there to break down. Thank you. Let's go. That Maelstrom's pretty cool. Screw it.
Gotta say,
keep going.
This place ain't like anywhere else in this.
Here we go. If memory serves, after we beat this, we can use some of his glaive arts in the main game. Like, I think Maelstrom becomes unlocked, if I'm remembering correctly. I technically already have Tempest, because that was his base one. Alright, grab these. And obviously we're going to get that sword at some point in time that he had in the campsite. Oops. Gladio. There we go. Don't see any items. Oop. Almost missed this. We'll second with the entire thing, and I missed that one.